you know, it doesn't really matter what you're calling it. If you're calling it thought work, if you're calling it alignment or energy or whatever you're calling it, whatever framework you're putting around it, it's all essentially the same thing. And this idea that, when you look at it from the lens of thought work, it's like every situation, everything that is happening is inherently neutral. Like it's not positive, it's not negative. The way that we make it positive or negative is by our thoughts that we think about the situation, right? And then those thoughts make us feel a certain way. And then we react or act in a certain way and get whatever results we get based on those actions, right? And so it's all this concept of being able to really take a step back and look at the situation as a neutral thing. It's this neutral environment. And then we get to decide. This is how thought work works. We get to decide what our thoughts are, how we're going to feel about this, and how we're going to move through it. Whether you want to call that energy, injecting a certain energy in it, it's basically coming from us no matter what. And so thought work works because it's that process of stepping back and observing the situation from a neutral place, and then observing ourselves and how we're wanting to think about it, react to it, all of that stuff, and being able to not just do it, not just take the actions without any processing, without any observation, which is how most of us move through life, right? Like that's just the normal general way that we move. Yeah. And so that ability to really take a step back, observe, that is it. That is the main concept that every single sort of like modality that
all of them, meditation.
Yeah. Yes, that is literally it. Like that's the thing. So it's like no matter what framework or language you put around this work, it's all the same concept, right?
Yeah.
That it's the ability to take a step back and observe the situation as neutral and then make a conscious decision about how you're going to behave in that moment.